12 laps at Imola. That was a pretty stern challenge, wasn't it? Now then, Mr. Räikkönen, what can you do? Under pressure all weekend from his teammate Montoya, under pressure from both the Renaults, looking for his third pole position in a row in 2005. He knows there's grip on the racetrack because he's just seen Alonso's time, so he can go and attack now. He's confident in this car. This McLaren's very supple around this racetrack, and look at this. The duel takes an extra twist, almost 2.5 tenths faster than Alonso in Sector 1 alone.
And he knows the grip's going to be there. He won't have seen the lap of Alonso. He will have been on his out lap, so he won't have that pleasure, but he'll know the time. And he's certainly given himself a quarter of a second advantage, hasn't he, moving into this middle sector. And as Mark Webber said, don't give up anything on the way. There's no point taking too much out of the braking into the seafront. And here he comes down to that back area, hard on the throttle, just cuts underneath the sand. And wow, unbelievable. And faster still. Look at that. He can't possibly lose that in the final two corners, surely. Räikkönen absolutely on it and about to spoil Alonso's party. What an answer to the brilliant lap of Fernando Alonso.
Kimi Räikkönen, is this provisional pole for him? Across the line he goes, almost half a second faster than Fernando Alonso. And Flavio Briatore did not expect that, and I bet you Alonso didn't either. That is amazing. That says, hey mate, you're not going to run away in this World Championship if I've got anything to do about it. That's tremendous advantage for him in terms of the fuel he can carry into tomorrow's qualifying session. He can carry an extra 10 or 15 kilos more than Alonso into that session. That is one of the finest things I have seen around this track for many a long year. And it's quite interesting, Martin. The track temperature went up 4 degrees in the time of the red flag period after Ralf Schumacher's incident. That's clearly helped the two Michelin runners that came after.
That's the lap of the year, and Räikkönen, it's not often you see him, is it, being so demonstrative, but Räikkönen has given himself, as you said, a wonderful opportunity to change his strategy, carry the fuel and start on pole position here, and what a stunner that was. The lap of the year so far. You've mentally tucked that away. Look what happened to Jensen last year when he got his first podium and then took another 9 to go with it. Räikkönen then doesn't look too sweaty and perturbed by a hard afternoon's work, does he?
Prince Albert and the crowd presenting the trophies then. You can see Kimi Räikkönen. Martin Whitmarsh, Managing Director of McLaren Mercedes-Benz. A smile from Kimi Räikkönen, and applause as well, sportingly, for Nick Heidfeld. What a great drive by him. Formerly a Mercedes McLaren protege, of course, and Martin Whitmarsh took a big hand in his career early on. And first ever podium for your man. That puts to bed that 5th place for Minardi back in Australia a couple of years ago. He was sick of people asking him about that being his best result still. Third Finn to win here in Monaco after Keke Rosberg and Mika Häkkinen. They both went on to be world champion. What a great moment. Enzo Ferrari used to say a win at Monaco is worth half a world championship. I think Kimi Räikkönen would settle for halving Alonso's points total at this point. Certainly that's what he wants to do, get close as possible to him. And what a championship we have unfolding in front of us. 8 races in the next 11 weeks. It's going to be a decisive phase of the championship, and this man is arriving in it in spectacular form.
Yeah, and Renault have got to do something about their rear tyre wear, haven't they? This is not the toughest of the racetracks for that, but certainly they've got a deficit there to McLaren.
So a big thanks to Jenson Button for joining us in the commentary box today. We'll see him racing at the Nürburgring in a week's time. Kimi Räikkönen had 100 diamonds put into his helmet by the Steinmetz jewellers this weekend. He didn't need them, though, to sparkle around the streets of Monte Carlo.